Good morning, brothers and sisters. Happy Mother's Day. Just sitting out here in the garden with Jesus. And he gave me another dream for Mother's Day. And so I just want to share that and a little groundwork for anyone who's new to parallels between Old Testament and New Testament and even dreaming. Noah's Ark represents Jesus as the only way to be saved. And Noah's Ark going through water, that's like the judgment, and Noah was saved, so it's like going from earth to heaven in a sense because he was saved, and others were not saved. So that just shows the passage from earth to hell, so it could be heaven to earth, those kind of crossings, whether by the rapture or by death. So that's what crossing of the water usually resembles in a dream. So here's my dream. We on the ship had actually reached our destination. And the ship did look like Noah's Ark. My first observation was that the ship was still under construction. And I realized that's because there will be people who are still saved during the tribulation. That unlike Noah and his family, they were the only ones to be saved, but during the tribulation more people will be saved. My second observation was that we were serving God until the very end. We were making a list of all the supplies that might be needed to finish the ark. So I'm not sure, but maybe that could be stocking up on food or water or supplies for the people that will be left behind and to endure the tribulation, which will be horrible, as we know in the book of Revelation from the Bible. My third observation was that people had to check in. It's kind of breezy here. God's on the move. The Spirit's on the move. He's like the wind, right? Who has seen the wind? So my third observation was that, low battery. Okay, my third observation, power up. My third observation was that people had to check in before disembarking, before going on land. First, we checked their names, which is like the book of life. Your name has to be written in the book of life to go on land to heaven, the promised land of eternity in heaven. And second, we were checking if there were any debts outstanding. And there is a book, even if your name is in the book of life, God keeps a record and you'll be rewarded according to every good deed you've done. And so he will check his books. And then the fourth observation was that there was a big man, and he thought that he was the one in charge. And he was kind of cocky, and he had a demeaning attitude a little bit for people below him, maybe a lot. Me, for example, a somewhat small, somewhat young maybe, a woman serving others. But I was working hard. And I was very detail-oriented and thorough. I knew, and I know, God is the one in charge. And I am doing my best to follow him and his voice and listening for his voice. But at least the guy made it on the ark. So I saw all that in my dream. And then I heard my great commander, my captain, say, "Stand alert, stand ready. We respect the Lord. He is the head over all, the ruler over all, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, and he is coming again soon, just as he promised in his word." Happy Mother's Day, ladies.